Lighthouse Food Truck Court. That's the official name of it. It's just a combination of different food trucks and trailers that come out and park and sell food, and the community comes out and comes and eats. And sometimes we have music here at night for little occasions. We wanted to capitalize on the lighthouse because our lighthouse is like our icon in Berwick. It's a big red lighthouse. It's a historical thing, and we could see it from right here. So I was like, no, we have to use that. Jones Specialty, which is like, he's known as the pork dealer. He loves to do pulled pork sandwiches and all that fun stuff. We have Body by Thomas, which is healthy options, and you build your own meal basically. You pick all your proteins and all that stuff.
All right, Thomas, what do we have here?
So what I have here is my all-time famous egg roll. So everything in there with ground turkey, with cabbage, and our special house sauce on there, with topped with bed rice.
The Flamin' New Win, who's here, and they have like a little Asian flair to it. Everything's good.
All right, Victor, what do you have for us today?
I have y'all Vietnamese po' boy, bang bang shrimp po' boy.
Ooh, I'm ready to try it. Ooh.
Some fried rice and some egg rolls.
Yummy. Yeah, I need a spoon, please. I love fried rice too.
And then we have the snowball stand, which she does like gourmet snowballs. She's called Lily B's Snowballs. My favorite one is the coffee. It's so good. It is like, it's crazy.
Now, as we make our way through Berwick, there's a museum that showcases St. Mary Parish's oldest settlement. It's called the Brown House, and it was built in 1893. The family actually donated it about 50 years ago. Now, the Berwick Historical Society converted the structure to the Berwick Heritage Museum about 4 years ago, and inside, the museum features artifacts that date back to the late 1700s. And guess what, everybody? I've made my way over here and inside the Brown House, and join me now for a conversation is the wonderful Shannon McFaith. She is a historian with the Berwick Heritage Museum. Hello, my darling.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having us in here. We are literally standing inside of history right now, and I love that you all have converted the Brown House into the museum. I was reading that originally the Brown House was actually a gift for somebody. Tell me this story.
It was. Gunder Thurgeson built this house for his daughter when she married George Brown.
How nice.
So a lot of it, and we have gotten used to calling this house the Brown House, and a lot of people out in town figure it's the color.
Right.
And it's not.
Okay.
It is a family name.
Because I was reading that originally it was a dark red house?
It was dark red.
Wow.
When it was originally built.
And you all have redone it, and now it is this museum. And it's so cool. I got the opportunity to walk around, everybody, and you all have artifacts from the 1780s all the way up to the 1930s. And I really want to start with the beginning, right? Berwick. What is it named after this city?
Originally, it was named for Thomas Berwick. He was one of the original people that came here. He was a royal surveyor, and he came down looking for oak trees to build ships for the Navy.
Wow.
But his son actually settled here, I'd say probably about 1801, 1802. By receiving the land grants from the Spanish government.
Fascinating.
So he actually settled here.
It's unbelievable to have a city named after that last name. And you know, just before we came over here, we were at the Lighthouse Food Truck Court.
Yes.
And I want to know, what's the significance of the lighthouse to Berwick? Because you see it everywhere.
Yes, it's our logo, so to speak. Southwest Reef was actually built, it first came online September 1st, 1859.
Wow. And
it stayed in commission until 1916. Now they took a little bit of a break, probably 1861, 1862 during the Civil War when it was captured by the Confederates. In 1865 it was returned to the coastal areas. and they found the lenses, they found all kinds of equipment, and it was returned to the lighthouse.
And what I love so much is that it really is like you all's beacon of light, so to say, here in Berwick. We saw it just a little bit ago, everybody. And you know, you all are really documenting the story of Berwick all throughout the Brown House. The industry is also so important. You have a whole room dedicated to the industry of Berwick. What was the original industry like, and what is it today?
Originally, the industry was the plantations where we did start with growing indigo, and we got that from the Indian people that lived in this area. Then we went sugarcane, and then we had Reconstruction. We started with the shell crushers, the oyster, the shrimp, the seafood industry. The lumber industry was huge here.
And today, what is it like? What's the #1 industry here?
Oil.
Oil, absolutely. You can see that all throughout Berwick, everybody. Look, thank you so much, Shannon, for joining us this morning. A fantastic museum, everybody, located right here in Berwick. If you want to know more information about the Berwick Heritage Museum or the Lighthouse Food Truck Court, check out the website on your screen. It's CajunCoast.com.